Hey guys, Steph Davis here from flipthiswholesaler.net, where I teach you to make more money, flip more houses, and kick more ass. I am here on a Friday afternoon with a brand new Q&A Friday video for you guys. My question this week comes from Tiffany, and Tiffany writes, "Hi Steph, I'm just getting started as a wholesaler in Miami and was thinking about trying to wholesale luxury properties as opposed to houses in the lower price ranges. Do you have any experience in this niche or any advice for me going forward? Thanks in advance, Tiffany." Well, Tiffany, as a matter of fact, we just had this question come up. We had a coaching call yesterday. One of the students in my coaching program had this exact question. He is currently negotiating a price on a luxury high-end property. So I'll give you the same advice that I gave to him. And to answer the first part of your question, no, I have not ever wholesaled a multi-million-dollar luxury property. However, I do know a couple of people on the West Coast in California who that is their niche. They wholesale multi-million-dollar properties. So it definitely can be done, but I will say that especially if you're just getting started, it's going to be a little bit hard, a little bit more challenging than if you were wholesaling properties in the lower end, on the lower end of the spectrum. The biggest obstacle I think that you're going to face is that your pool of buyers, your pool of cash buyers who you're going to be assigning these deals to or selling these deals to is going to be substantially smaller than if you were working in the lower end neighborhoods. So what I would do if I was going to pursue this type of these type of deals, these high-end multi-million-dollar deals, is I would want to line up some buyers ahead of time. Do some market research. I don't know if you're just sticking with a zip code or you're targeting the whole city of Miami or just one particular neighborhood. I would spend some time searching public records, going into the MLS, and seeing if there are currently any cash investors who are buying up properties in those type of neighborhoods. I would want to have some buyers lined up ahead of time. I don't think, and again, I have never done a deal like this, but I would not want to just go put a $5 or $10 million property under contract and not have some buyers lined up or have an exit strategy in place of who I was going to sell these to. So that's what I would do. I would spend some time lining up some investors first before I went out and started marketing for these type of deals, or before I went on the MLS and started making offers on them. One thing to keep in mind too, when you are dealing with high-end properties like this, I don't think you're going to be able to get away with putting up a $10 or $5 or even $1,000 earnest money deposit. You might need to come up with, you're probably going to be dealing with a little bit more savvy of a buyer. So you're most likely, and again, I've not done a deal like this, so this is just what I'm assuming, that if you're putting a contract on a $5 or $10 million property, that you're probably going to have to cough up a substantial earnest money deposit. So that's one thing to keep in mind. On the positive side of this, you're going to have a lot less competition. The majority of wholesalers, myself included, stick with like I said, the bread and butter type blue collar neighborhoods. So your competition is going to be a lot less. Also your profit margins, since you're dealing with a lot bigger numbers, your profit margins are going to be a lot larger too. So those are some pros to this type of investing. But that would be my advice for you. I would do some homework first, find out if there are any or who the investors are that are buying up, or looking for deals on these high-end properties. If you haven't done so already, if you need help with finding those buyers or building a buyer's list, I would definitely check out my Cash Buyer Ninja training. It's about 3.5 hours where I go through and show you how to go online and find cash investors in your area. And this applies to whether you're looking at low-end properties or high-end properties. So I would definitely check that out. If anyone's watching this who has any experience in this arena, feel free to leave a comment on my blog. If you're watching this on YouTube, I do have the comments disabled. If you go to flipthiswholesaler.net, you can leave a comment in the comment section. But if anyone has any experience in this arena and has anything that they would like to add to this, feel free to leave a comment below. That's all I have for today. You guys have a great weekend, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.